Hello everyone and welcome back to the SteemTrail Gaming News. Today is the 24th of April 2018. My name is Kralizec and I will be your host for this evening. Today we got two stories for you guys. First, we're going to take a look at a way how to hack the Nintendo Switch. And secondly, I'm going to tell you how you guys can get the first Witcher game completely for free. Yeah, today was somewhat slow, except for the Nintendo Switch hack, which allows you to install your own software onto the Nintendo Switch. This hack is known as Fusée Gelée, I think. It sounds French. It's written F-U-S long E-E G-E-L long E-E. Yeah, the name is horrible, and I honestly think it's French, and I really think it's pronounced Fusée Gelée. And to read what exactly it does from vololo.net, Fusée Gelée is an exploit chain for the Nintendo Switch relying on the NVIDIA Tegra vulnerabilities that lets you load unsigned code onto the Nintendo Switch. As for everything related to the massive NVIDIA Tegra hack, the exploit is compatible with all firmwares of the Nintendo Switch on current hardware. So, if you want to know what this is, it's actually fairly simple. As far as I understand, you just take a little piece of metal, you connect specific parts on the Nintendo Switch, and that in turn allows you to access the recovery part of the Nintendo Switch. Let me actually just quickly put let me quickly put a link into the description so you guys can find this for yourself. Yes, it is a hardware hack, meaning that if you do have the Nintendo Switch, there is nothing Nintendo can ever do to get rid of it. It will just be on your hardware forever. And once you get this out, you are capable of loading your own homebrew software, which is publicly shared along with this exploit, and which allows you to install other stuff onto the Nintendo Switch. Starting with specific softwares you might want to run on the Tegra, including things like emulators, which I actually think could be quite interesting because the Switch as an emulator sounds like the perfect travel console. Like, imagine playing old Pokemon games from the Game Boy on the Switch on that huge screen with those perfect controls on the side. Sounds freaking amazing. Or things like old Mario Kart games, if you prefer them to the new ones from like the GameCube, etc. All of these would perfectly run on the Nintendo Switch hardware. When it comes to the Fusée Gelée, this was found by the Reswitched team, and they actually disclosed it immediately because it actually is somewhat ethical. The problem with this is that if they didn't actually tell anybody, it would allow more Nintendo consoles and Tegra devices in general to be affected and potentially hacked by people that aren't the owners of the console. The team itself hasn't actually accepted any rewards for doing this, which I really like them doing it. And there's just a huge FAQ available in the description. I'll quickly add it also to the description of the post on Steemit, so you can find it there as well. And yeah, it's super interesting. The only thing how they could potentially get rid of it is on a hardware level, which means that any Switches that are currently at your homes or potentially in stores, so if you go right now to a store, you can be 100% sure that this hack will be available to you as well. But if you buy like in a few months, there is a chance that it will be fixed. And let's say in a year, there's almost no chance that this won't be actually fixed. Also, if you aren't a hardware enthusiast or an expert, I would caution against doing this. Really, this is a hardware hack. You could potentially damage your console, and it's not probably something you want to do, as even though the Switch isn't that expensive, it's also not the cheapest thing in the world. It's not like you can just throw them around and everybody will just ignore them. Yeah. But yeah, we still don't have any response from Nvidia or Nintendo at this point. Because, well, it's quite new. So yeah, if you do want to run emulators and perhaps other pieces of software on your Nintendo Switch, and you're okay with potentially damaging it if you don't do it correctly and certainly losing your warranty, then you can do the Fusée hack on your Switch. And our second piece of news is about the Witcher games. The original Witcher game is now completely available for free on PC through the digital distribution network GOG.com. But there are a few caveats. So first of all, you need to download the game Gwent, which is also free to play, and it's a decent card game. So if you're into card games and you're already fed up with Hearthstone and you are looking for something new, Gwent might be something you might want to try. Then you need to be subscribed to the newsletter for GOG. And then you get access to downloading the first Witcher game. I will be totally honest with you guys. I didn't enjoy the original Witcher game that much. It is decent. It's not a bad game by any means of the word. I would say it's slightly above average. But another thing is that The Witcher 2 Assassins of Kings Enhanced Edition is currently available for just $3 on GOG. And The Witcher 3, which if you just haven't played yet, what the hell are you doing with your life? This is the best RPG games of the past decade. It's available at half price just for 20 bucks. So if you haven't played that, you're even slightly into RPGs, go get that now. Now. Sorry for that. Yeah. And with that being said, that's going to be it for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, please consider giving us a like here on YouTube and subscribing to the channel. If you're watching on Steam, maybe you want to give us an upvote and follow the blog. Either way, be sure to leave a comment and be sure to tune in tomorrow for more gaming news, as we are your source of daily gaming news every single day. See you guys later with more gaming news.